We are going to, in this video, we will be working on how we use the distributive property to find the area in rectangles of either one small shaded part or the entire rectangle. After this video, hopefully you will feel a bit more comfortable with how we write the two expressions that represent these areas. So when a part of the rectangle is shaded like this, and it says find the area of the shaded region, this is how I do it. There are two ways. The first way is I can find the area of the whole rectangle. So I know that when I find area, I am going to multiply this side times this side, just like you've been finding area for a really, really long time. So this side here is equal to 4. Then I multiply by this side, which is equal to 12. But now I actually don't want the area of the whole rectangle. I just want this little area right here. So what I need to do now is to get rid of this extra part here that I don't want. So I need to subtract this area. So I'm going to be subtracting or taking away, and then just like you've been doing with area for a long time, I'm going to multiply this side times this side. So I know that this side here is equal to 4. Then this side here is equal to 7 because the 7 goes from here to here. So I do 4 times 7. And that's all I do for my first equation. The second one is I can go right to this area here and do like my normal area, this side times this side. So I know that this side is equal to 4. So I can write 4 times, because when I find area, I multiply. But then I don't know how long this piece is. It doesn't tell me here how long it is, so I need to figure it out. I know all together this side here is going to be 12. This section here is 7. So this and this together need to make 12. So to figure out what this is, I'm going to do 12 minus 7 to get 5. Now down here in my equation, I'm going to write down the steps that I used. So I started off with 4 times, then I did 12 minus 7 to figure out that missing piece. So that is the second equation right here. This is all you need for the two equations. Here is another type of problem you might have to do. So in this one, we need to find the area of the whole rectangle. There are two ways I can do this. The first way is just finding area the normal way, where I do this side base times this side height. So I need to write that down in an equation. I know here that this side is equal to 9. So 9, I'm finding area, so I multiply, times. Then I think to myself, do I know what this side here is equal to? No, I don't. But I do know that this section here is x, and this section here is 4. So to find the length of the whole side, I need to put these two together, when I put things together, I add them. So I am going to do x plus 4. Now I don't know what that equals, but that's okay. I can just leave it as x plus 4. And this right here is all you need for the first equation. Here's the other one. I can find the area of this rectangle and this rectangle, so two separate pieces. Then when I put them together, it equals the area of the whole rectangle. So let's do this together. I'm going to find the area of this rectangle first. So just like we've talked about, to find area, you do base times height. So I'm thinking about what box am I finding the area of? It's this one here. So if we were to pretend like this box weren't here, you would just do this, right? 4 times 9. So don't let these extra numbers here, don't let them freak you out. Don't let them confuse you. Just focus on this box right here. I'm doing 9 times 4. Now I'm going to find the area of this box here. So just like before, don't let this freak you out. Just focus on this box here. When I find the area, I do base times height. So here, I know that my height is 9. And then here, I don't know the number, but I do know they labeled it as a letter X. So I'm just going to leave it as an X. So I do this side times this side. So 9 times X. Then to put them together, I add. So these are my two equations that I need to represent the area of this whole rectangle. Now is your chance to try this on your own. So what you're going to be doing is finding the area of this shaded part here. You need to write two expressions that represent this. So write it down on a piece of paper, pause the video. When you're done, play it again and compare your thinking to mine. So the first thing I do is think about the area of the whole thing. So I know to find area, I need to do this side, height, times this side, the base. So I will write 8 times 17. Now I need to remember, I don't want the area of the whole box. I just want this small rectangle here. So I need to get rid of this area. So I need to find what is the area of this rectangle here. So I am going to do just like how you know how to find area. This side times this side. So that would mean I am doing 11 times 8. And then because I'm getting rid of it, I'm going to take it away or subtract it. The other equation that I need to write is I can find the area just of this box here right from the start. So I know that I need to do base times height. So that would look like this. That side times that side. So I would have, I know already, this side here is equal to 8. So I would have 8 times, but then I need to think, do I know what this is equal to? Or how could I figure it out? Well, I know the entire side needs to equal 17. This small part here equals 11, So how do I figure out what this could be? Well, I can do 17 minus 11 and get 6. So I'm going to write down the steps I took just now. So 17 minus 11. That's how I figured out what this side is equal to. So I'm going to multiply this side times this side. 8 times 17 minus 11. If you did not get this problem right, if either one of these was wrong, check your work, see where you made a mistake. Try to fix your errors. Here is our next problem. We want to find the area of the whole rectangle. We know these lengths here on the side. You need to use them to write two expressions that represent the area of the whole rectangle. So pause the video and figure out how to do it. Once you think you have both expressions, then play the video again and compare your thinking to mine. So once again, two ways I could do this. The first way is I could find the area of, just like how I would find the area of any rectangle, base times height. So let's see, what do I know already? Well, I know that this side here is equal to 5, so I'll write that 5. Then if I'm finding area, that means I need to multiply. Then I think, do I know what this side is equal to? Well, right now, no. But how do I figure it out? If this section here is equal to y, this section is equal to 4, I need to put them together to find the length of the whole side. So if I'm putting together, that means I'm adding. So this side here is equal to y plus 4. And then I'm going to put it inside of parentheses to make sure it stays together. Now the second way I could do this is to find the area of this rectangle here and the area of this rectangle here, put them together to find the area of the whole rectangle. So let's do this one first. So just like normal, I look at the rectangle and see what is the base of this small rectangle? Well, right there. And what is the height? Right here. So I am going to do this side times this side. 4 times 5. Then I'm going to find the area of this rectangle here. So just like normal, I will think, what is my base? What is my height? Here's the base of this section of the rectangle. Here's the height. So, and then I look and see how long are each of them. Well, I know that this is 5. So I'm going to write down a 5 for that. And then I know that this here, I don't know the number of how long it is, but I do know it's equal to y, whatever y is. So I leave it as a y. So this side times this side, 5 times y. Then if I'm putting them together, that means I need to add them together. So I'll put an addition sign there. That is how you do this problem to write both of the expressions. If you didn't get something right, check your work, see where you made the mistake, and once again, try to fix your mistakes. Here's another example problem where you will be finding the area of just this shaded part. Write this problem down on a piece of paper and try to solve it. When you think you know, play the video and compare your answer to mine. Here are the two expressions that you should have had. If you switch the order around, so you did like 21 times 12, 16 times 12, that's okay. You can switch the order on multiplication, but This group, 21 and 12, need to be before the group of 12 and 16 because in subtraction, order matters. Check your work and fix any mistakes if you need to. Here is one more problem to try on your own. You are going to write 2 expressions to represent the area of the whole rectangle, the entire thing. So in a second, pause the video, write it down on a piece of paper, try it on your own, then play it when you figure it out and check your work with mine. So these are the 2 expressions that you should have. Make sure that yours look like this. If you made a mistake, once again, check your work, fix any mistakes you might have made. It will help you to learn and improve on this math here. Now this is the end of this tutorial. Hopefully we cleared some things up and you feel a little bit more confident with using the distributive property to find the area of rectangles.